Hi, welcome to another edition of the Alan Rosenberg Show. I was recently talking to a fellow YouTuber who's got a great channel, who's become a friend, Steve Harold, and we were talking about basically the three biggest problems with continually buying stuff. Is that one, you run out of room. No matter how much shelves I have, it just keeps getting filled up. Two, you run out of time to listen to your existing stuff that you love. Three, you run out of time to listen to the stuff that you've bought that you haven't gotten to yet, what I call the backlog. I have a backlog already of close to 300 albums that I have bought over the last 2 years that I haven't gotten to yet. But the problem is with this addiction, and that, as I call it, we're in the golden age of buying CDs. And what you're going to see this week, and I didn't plan on buying stuff this week, that's the ironic part. So this week, over 2 days, I bought 16 CDs and a box set that you're going to see, and all of this costs less than $20. And these are not crap CDs. We're talking about Paul McCartney bootlegs, John Lennon bootlegs, a Nirvana box set, and some great CDs and a DVD there, some import stuff, and all of this costs less than $20, and I'm not exaggerating. So here's the deal. I was off Wednesday because I work retail. I work Saturdays, so I get a day off during the week. I was off Wednesday, and I decided not to go to the record stores because I don't want to buy any more stuff. And I went to a thrift store that I never went to before, and no offense, it was a divey, crappy-looking thrift store. And I walked in, I was going to walk right out, and I said to the guy behind the desk, I says, "Hey, you got any vinyl or CDs?" And he goes, "Not really. Oh, wait a second. We got a box in from an estate sale. I think there's CDs in there. You can check it out." So I go check it out, and it was loaded with bootleg CDs, which I love. And I was like, "How much are they?" He goes, "Maybe like $1 a piece. If you buy more, we'll make a deal." Cool. So here's what I bought at that store. And I don't want to confuse this because this is no exaggeration. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 CDs and a box set I bought at that store. So here's what I got. A John Lennon bootleg called The Alternate Mind Games. These are bootleg CDs. Pretty cool. Yeah, David, I have a feeling this stuff's going down. Hopefully not. McCartney Rude Studio Demos, 1980. And this is Undercover Records. And these are bootleg CDs. Pretty loaded with stuff. This is not a bootleg. This is his soundtrack to The Family Way. Not a CD you find very often. And all of these are in great shape, man. Perfect shape. Another McCartney bootleg. Big Mac's Live Tracks. There's the tracks on that one. 14 songs. Nice I like these compilation of live stuff, but I also love bootlegs with outtakes. Here's another one. Flaming Pie and Leftovers. So half Flaming Pie and half Off the Ground sessions. These are all outtakes. Another one. Paul McCartney and Denny Lane, two buddies on Holly tapes. Denny Lane with McCartney and Linda McCartney many years ago put out a vinyl album called Holidays, and it was covers of Buddy Holly songs because, of course, McCartney bought and owns the publishing of Buddy Holly. It's actually a really cool record, and this sounds very much like it, so rehearsals for that. And then I bought one other one, which is pretty cool. BGO Records is a British import label, and they oftentimes put two albums on one CD, or in this case, they put both albums on two different CDs. And this thing is mint, man. Digitally remastered, 2 albums by Gary U.S. Bonds. And Springsteen wrote a lot of these songs, which he gave to him. It's loaded with Springsteen songs and Steve Van Zandt songs. And these albums were pretty much a big hit for Gary U.S. Bonds. Beautiful album. So I'm not trying to brag. It was just the luck of the draw that I went into this terrible thrift store that said they didn't have CDs, and they had this one box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 albums, 5 of which are bootlegs, and 2 of them are rare. The Family Way from McCartney and Gary U.S. Bonds. And he said, "Give me $5. Okay. Not a bad find at that thrift store. And I'll probably never go back there again because that's really all they had. But there you go. Oh, that's a lie. I bought another thing there, which he also threw in for the $5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 CDs, and this Nirvana box set, which is actually in really good shape. The CDs are mint. How could I forget this? 4 CDs. Well, it's actually 3 CDs and a DVD. And the book. Now, the books are not in perfect shape, but it's fine. It's just a little wrinkled. So it's a really good collection to have. 3 CDs and a DVD. He threw this in with that. So it was, not exaggeration, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 CDs, including a double, and the Nirvana box set for $5 at that thrift store. Unbelievable. Alrighty, that was that. I'm like, ugh, but I couldn't pass that up. Today, I decided not to go to the record stores either, but I went to my local flea market that I always go to, and I always do really well there. But it's typically the same vendors over and over again, but sometimes they get a lot of good fresh stock because they go to an estate sale or whatever, and typically the CDs are like $1. Today, there was a guy there that was never there before, and he must have had, I don't know, 10,000 CDs. I didn't go through all of them because it was damn hot today. But I was going through a bunch of them, and I found 6, 7, 8, 9 more CDs today. So let's go through them. And what I got was a good one. I don't ever had this for some reason. The Best of Greg Allman. This is the best of his latter-day solo stuff. Good to have. What the hell? That's one. I'm a big fan of the Outlaws, and I already have like a best of, but this is like a cheaper, there goes another love song, the Encore collection, but it's great, 10 great songs from the Outlaws. I'll call this one an upgrade. I already have a best of Glenn Campbell, but this one is superior to the one that I have, so the very best of Glenn Campbell. Good to have this in there with, Rhinestone Cowboy, Wichita Lineman, Galveston. So that was 3 I got today, but we're not done. We got this one, Bad Company, Hard Rock Live. Now this is actually a CD and a DVD, and all of these, by the way, are mint. None of these look played. They're all perfect. David, I'm going to stick this over here because I know this is going to go down. I never had this album for whatever reason. The Edgar Winter Group, they only come out at night. It's the most famous album. It's the one that's got Frankenstein in it, and we all had a real good time, and Free Ride. So I typically like to get the digital remastered CDs. This is the original one, but that's right. Then I found this Mark Farner solo record called For the People. Mark Farner, The Rock Patrol, but it's autographed by Mark Farner. Pretty cool. And I don't know anything about this album. So I got those 3. Then I got, this is really cool. Talk about a BGO Records. This is, again, an import here in America. It says $5.99, but I didn't pay $5.99. You'll see. This is 2 of their most famous albums on one CD, the Car Over the Lake album and Men from Earth. All fitting on one CD. This is a good one. Good band. I like them. Then I picked up Bob James' classic Touchdown. He's a jazz guy. You know him because if you're from my age and you watch Taxi, this album's got the theme song from Taxi, which was him, which is called Angela, the theme from Taxi. I love it. Angela. But this is a really famous record from Bob James. That's a great song. And then I also picked up Slaughter on 10th Avenue from Mick Ronson. It says $9.99 on there. So I picked this up. This is also, it's got another price tag on it. Nope. And this is digitally remastered, and it's got 4 bonus live tracks. Remember when Mick Ronson, of course, from the Spiders from Mars with David Bowie, and Main Man, the managing agent, tried to make him into a star. It didn't quite work out. So I got all of those today, 6, 7, 8, 9 CDs. He said they were $1 a piece, and then he said, you know what? Give me $6. So what am I up to? 6 and 5 is $11 for this whole thing, including a Nirvana box set. Is that crazy? So how can you pass it up? I can't pass it up. It's like an addiction. And when the hell am I going to get to play these things? I mean, I listened to a couple of them today. And when am I going to listen to my backlog? And when am I going to listen to the other stuff? It's a nightmare. And where the hell am I going to fit this stuff? I don't know. Now there's three other CDs I got recently, but not today. So you might be interested. I never had this legendary live record from Whitesnake, and this I got about a week ago in a record store, $5.99. I did pay $5.99 for that. Live in the Heart of the City. This is the original live record. They did have a digitally remastered one. That's 2 CDs now. But, you know, not the world's biggest Whitesnake fan, but I like them. And now that I've become a Swiftie, I found this album. I think I paid $2.99 for the first Taylor Swift album. She's really young there, and I have no idea if I'm going to like this. But based on her other stuff, I guess I probably will. This is country-oriented. And then a while back, I ordered from Import CDs. And this, they never sent it to me. And then I guess I got it back in stock. So I'm really excited about this. Because this stuff is like catalog stuff, I call it. This is new for me. And this I'm excited. Most recent release from Mostly Autumn, Back in These Arms, which is a double live CD as they come back live from the COVID days. So this is exciting, and I'm really excited about getting this and playing that. So there you go. My latest haul video. I don't know. How could we not do this? You can't pass it up. These are truly the golden age of buying CDs. They are out there, you know, if you're willing to give it the time. For me, it's just so much fun. I can't wait to get up in the morning, hit the flea market, see if there's anything there, going digging, and hitting yard sales and thrift stores. And that's where I find this stuff, as you can see, for dirt cheap. It's crazy. Thanks so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, please hit subscribe. Or if you're not new but you haven't subscribed, please hit subscribe. Check out my other videos. There's a lot of haul videos. There's playlists. There's a lot of different things that I do on this channel. Some good content. I hope you'll agree. Mostly, thanks for watching. Stay safe. Stay healthy. I will see you next time on the Alan Rosenberg Show.